Today we're going to talk about resolution. So what's resolution? Resolution is basically how many pixels the width of the framing is. So you have pixels going across and you have pixels going up and down. Now back in the day, before digital came out, there was film, actual film strips that producers and filmmakers recorded on, and only a few of them still use it to this day. Most people have moved on to digital because they're much more cheaper and you get a better picture out of it most of the time. In today's technology, the most common format is Full HD. Now what's Full HD? It's 1920 by 1080. Now what does that mean? That means there are 1,920 pixels going across and 1,080 pixels going down. Now that is a lot of space. Now of course, you're watching this right now hopefully in 1080p. If not, one size downer, which is a common standard, is 720p, which is 1280 by 720. Back in the day, before the digital age, most things were filmed in the aspect ratio 4:3, which is almost a perfect square, a little bit lengthier on the top end. Now everything is shot in widescreen, which is 16:9. By that ratio, they've gone bigger and bigger in resolution size. So before with SD, standard definition, it was about 896 by 480p, I think. And then as the digital age came out and more cameras started becoming more widescreen formats, they started going into HD. So then there was the second standard, which was 720p, which is 1280 by 720, which is a 16:9 aspect ratio. And then after that became Full HD, which is 1920 by 1080, as I mentioned earlier. Now, there's actually even bigger than that. Everybody nowadays is talking about 4K. What is 4K? Well, technically there are two different types of 4K. The first type of 4K is UHD, Ultra HD. So Ultra HD, which technically is not real 4K, is 3840 by 2160. Now, places like YouTube, you could see that in the bottom wrench, in the bottom, the gear, you'll see 2160p, which is the 4K format, but it is not technically 4K. Now, Cinema 4K, also known as DCI, is actually 4096 by 2160. Now that gives you an extra amount of pixels on the side just to give that cinematic framing. On top of that, there are cameras nowadays that are producing a much bigger resolution. There are cameras that are doing 5K, 6K, 8K cameras, and it's absolutely mind-boggling the amount of detail that these cameras can produce. So in today's standards, you have Full HD, which is I think the middle. A little less than that, you have 720p, and then higher than that, you have 4K. 4K TVs are becoming widely popular nowadays, so you can view media that is recorded in 4K to be shown and displayed in 4K, so you have that extra nice crisp resolution. But even then, you have cameras that are still recording in 8K and they're downscaling into the 4K format, so that picture quality is absolutely breathtaking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to continue watching more of these, be sure to subscribe and catch up with all the latest videos. If you want me to go over a certain topic, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.